For 30 years, I pursued pretty much everything that came down the pike, and I'm a diligent practicer as well, because I have so wanted for such a long time to feel the bliss, to feel what you read about in so many things. And with all of that, I would still snap at people. When things didn't go my way, little things like someone didn't do what I asked them to do, or someone's driving slowly in front of me, and I snap. And I could either, of course, I don't get to snap at the person who's driving slowly in front of me, but I would snap at family members, or I would ruminate about what somebody did wrong and how bad they are, or what's wrong with them, or something like that. But then immediately after that, the real suffering came when I would beat myself up about what I did, or what I thought, or how come I am not yet fixed yet. How come I'm not more peaceful? How come I'm not more unconditionally loving? I mean, how many courses had I taken about unconditional love? And you walk out of the course and, oh, I got it. And then there's a slow driver in front of me. And I'm not unconditionally loving anymore. And why? And then starts the beating myself up, and I'm never going to get this. And then I give up on it. And I go drink some wine, or, go do something fun, which there's nothing wrong with that, but it just gets the can gets kicked down the road again until the next time. So enter Akram Vignan. A dear friend of mine just happened to mention in a very casual call. I mean, I wasn't looking for anything new. In fact, I'd kind of given up and figured I'd learned all that I could learn, and I'm just going to be as present as I can and deal with it. But she happened to mention that a trusted friend of hers had started to engage with this science from India, and that it was amazing. Of course, I'd heard that before, but the part that really, kind of hooked me was that she said that there's this ceremony that separates my pure soul from my relative self, my pure soul from who I think I am, and all of the intellect and everything that, the identity, from my identity. Now I'm interested. And the other part of it is that it's all free. Everything is free. I mean, I had spent easily a total of $50,000, $60,000, $70,000. I don't know. I never kept track over the decades that I had engaged with things. This is all free, all of it. And it was only an hour. And it was online. And so how could I not? So anyways, I did it. That was almost 2 years ago. Since that time, I have realized who I am, and I feel it more and more almost every day. I've realized who I am and why things happen. Why things happen the way they do. And that knowledge alone has made all the difference in my life. Yes, I still snap. It's in Emily's karma, they would say in Akram Vignan, but I don't want to get into that. It's what happens. It's just what happens, and it's okay. And sometimes I start to beat myself up, but then I immediately remember who I am. And I immediately remember why things happen the way they do. And everything's okay again. The suffering that has been relieved for me just on that single part of my life of beating myself up for not getting it right, the suffering around that has been relieved for me is profound. It's absolutely profound. I am so grateful for all that I have learned and all that I continue to learn. This community of Akram Vignan Mahatmas are absolutely loving and absolutely supportive, and there are so many resources that are available when I have the time, and when I don't understand something, or I want to learn more, or I just want to immerse myself in a completely accepting and loving community. There's always something there for me, and there are so many people there for me. And again, I can't emphasize this enough, the purity of the fact that everything is 100% free, and no one has ever asked me to even consider donating a dime or paying a dime for anything. I find that amazing. I just find that amazing. So I appreciate this opportunity to share, and I welcome any and all people who want to join us on this path to liberation, because I have found my home.